Sahih al-Bukhari 67. Book 3, Hadith 9. Narrated Abdurrahman bin Abi Bakr's father. Once the Prophet was riding his camel and a man was holding its rein. The Prophet asked, "What is the day today?" We kept quiet, thinking that he might give that day another name. He said, "Isn't it the day of Nar, slaughtering of the animals of sacrifice?" We replied, "Yes." He further asked, "Which month is this?" We again kept quiet, thinking that he might give it another name. Then he said, "Isn't it the month of Dhul Hijjah?" We replied, "Yes." He said, "Verily, your blood, property and honor are sacred to one another, i.e. Muslims, like the sanctity of this day of yours, in this month of yours and in this city of yours. It is incumbent upon those who are present to inform those who are absent, because those who are absent might comprehend what I have said better than the present audience." Sahih al-Bukhari 68. Book 3, Hadith 10. Narrated Ibn Mas'udi. The Prophet used to take care of us in preaching by selecting a suitable time, so that we might not get bored. He abstained from pestering us with sermons and knowledge all the time. Sahih al-Bukhari 69. Book 3, Hadith 11. Narrated Anas bin Malik. The Prophet said, "Facilitate things to people, concerning religious matters, and do not make it hard for them, and give them good tidings, and do not make them run away from Islam." The hadith above indicates that the Sahaba used to uphold the opinion of our beloved Prophet, for what he has said is final word, since he is the messenger of Allah Almighty, and whatever he speaks is the word of Allah Almighty. And what if the old traditions are to altered, so they wouldn't allow themselves to speak if anything is to be changed. This shows us that we should uphold the word of Allah Almighty and His Messenger over our own desires or traditions. If they are in conflict to the word of Allah and His Messenger, then we should change our ways. It is obviously very hard to change ourselves or our traditions, but to get a better life and afterlife. For once we have left anything for Allah Almighty, and Allah will make it easier for us and will provide us better than what we have left. The hadith above also shows us that we shouldn't be pestering people all the time about what to do and what not to do. Instead of preaching all the time, we should always try to be thoughtful of others and their feelings. Instead of preaching all the time or letting people know what to do all the time, there should be a time and place for such sessions. Other than that, we can have any other topics to discuss about. We shouldn't overwhelm others by chatting about one topic all day and every time. This also shows that instead of being stuck on repeat on any certain topic, we should also hold ourselves from what we are thinking and let others engage in also. It also shows that Islam is made easy by Allah Almighty and His Messenger, but it is we who have made it hard to follow and work on our daily lives on Islam. We should try our best to balance our life in Islam. Many people in our lives we have seen are only there for restrictions for other people, and it is not Islamic way. We should try our best to balance between both and not push people away from Islam. We should invite them gracefully and let them act on the path they want to follow, for we should keep an eye that they are not performing kufr with ayahs of Allah Almighty or introducing new things. It is indicating to us that we should make things easy for others, instead of making others pray 5 times a day. If anyone wants to pray just one, let them, and let Allah guide them from there. It also shows us that we shouldn't impose others, for it might overwhelm them and they might turn away from the religion. So it just shows that we should uphold the word of Allah and His Messenger over all our decisions and make them a priority rather than what we have to think or do. And we shouldn't talk about one topic and focus on anything so much that we lose track of what should we do. For these are the actions that will help us be better in our life and get better rewards from Allah Almighty, and He is the only one who can provide to us, and everything is His and only His. He is the only one who can help us in everyday tasks in our lives. And we should make things easier for others and allow them to work through it and let other people explore what they can do easily. Fi aman Allah.